Welcome back, tuning into this video doing the 12th Christmas update. This evening, having a look at the long-range CFS-B2 model from website meteorsteel.fr. See what it's showing on the latest run, generated midday yesterday. 24-hour delay on the charts going through. See what it's showing on the latest run for second half of December, including Christmas period and going up to the New Year as well. Before I go on that, though, just say about the ads. There's links to articles sitting on most of the pages at gasmobiles.com, so you can have a browse through the widgets. See if there's any articles that you're interested in, just click through if there is. There's green keyword ads on some pages. If you right cursor over green keywords, they display ads. If you click through the words, go to Amazon's website, be supporting Gasmobiles, you do that. And Gas Shop is still open. It'll be open until Christmas, so if you've got any Christmas shopping to do and Amazon between now and Christmas, just click through the Amazon banners in Gas Shop and it'll take you off to Amazon when you do your Christmas shopping. And at the same time, be able to support gasmobiles.com. And thanks very much for doing that. Because you click through from Gasmobiles to Amazon, we get a royalty fee on the things that you're purchasing. It's been a huge success this year, so thanks to everybody for getting involved and doing their Christmas shopping through the Amazon banners in Gasmobiles. Really has been a remarkable success, so thanks so much to everybody for doing that. So, as I say, this would be CFS-B2 run from meteorsteel.fa, by link to meteorsteel on my links page. It was generated midday yesterday, the 29th of November. It's for 9 monthly forecasts as well, by the way. So let's get on. Here we go for the 12th. So a little bit earlier than we normally do for this video. And you'll see the reason why in a moment. We've got an area of low pressure right over top of the country on the 12th of December. That's bringing quite a lot of wet weather. Now remember, this is just for trends ready. We can't say if this is definitely how things will be looking on the 12th of December. We're just looking at the overall trend of the model. The overall trend throughout these updates really been very unsettled Christmas periods of late December, mid to late December. Lots of zonality has been going on, stormy periods indicated as well. So on the 12th we're unsettled with an area of low pressure right over the top of the country. Now that low pressure pushes off eastwards, bringing in a bit of a northerly wind, so that could be a bit colder. And then behind it, through the 13th into the 14th, we're finding high pressure ridging through the country. That's been cold air, so that's turning cold. Be a lot of frost and fog with that, but notice the high pressure is ridging back to this area of high pressure up over Scandinavia at 1040 millibars, and the flow on the 14th of December is going very gradually easterly. So as we move through into the 14th on in towards the 15th of December, we're going to find that that area of high pressure over Scandinavia simply starts to block things off and pull the winds into the east. There we are on the 15th of December with high pressure really taking over across Scandinavia. This low pressure bumping up against it, coming into cold air, so that will be bringing snow into the west. But it's really this easterly that I've got to watch out for. There's some very cold air sitting there across central parts of Europe. This is the first run that we've had so far that has had an area of high pressure over Scandinavia and pulled in an easterly wind. And here we go into the 15th, on into the 16th, bringing those bitterly cold easterly winds in. Very cold air coming out of the continent through the 15th, 16th, 17th of December. There will be snow on the eastern side and daytime temperatures will probably be below freezing all day. Now, it's this the one we've been waiting for. It's this the one that's going to give us a really cold run up to Christmas with lots of snow. Well, look at this area of low pressure in the Atlantic. That's a very deep area of low pressure. What happens is that the high pressure over Scandinavia, as we go through to the 18th, on into 19th, loses the battle. It gets pushed away by that deep storm system coming through. So in the space of a couple of days, we've lost the easterly wind and we're back into westerly, bringing wet and windy weather in off the Atlantic. So we get it for a few days around the middle of December. We get it around the 15th, 16th, 17th, some very cold easterly winds, and then they go away and things revert back to a westerly. So running up to the 21st, we're firmly in a westerly then, high pressure to the south, low pressure to the northwest, bringing that mild westerly through across the country. And then I can tell you that as we go up to Christmas, it stays generally quite unsettled on this particular run of the CFS model. So moving through through the 21st on towards the 22nd. The low pressure remains very dominant there through the 22nd into the 23rd of December. In fact, it starts to deepen, so turning really unsettled as we get through towards Christmas Eve. This is the chart for midnight Christmas Eve, being quite a deep storm across the country, some outbreaks of heavy rain, strong winds. With that, and it just goes on as we move through into Christmas Day. Another low pressure comes through. That brings more wet and windy conditions for Christmas Day itself. This is Boxing Day. Next day, low pressure rolling in. That's bringing wet, windy conditions as well. Tight baptised bar, so it's risk of gales there down in the south. It's quite coolish this run, so it could be some wintry potential for the north, but overall it's not overly cold really for Christmas. And then a very deep storm system winds itself up post Christmas, between Christmas and New Year in the no man's land. We're seeing a very deep storm there that could bring severe gales, lots of heavy rain across the country around the 29th of December. Finally looking out towards the New Year, and that low pressure zips off to the east there on the 29th and moving through in towards the 30th, and then another storm system begins to develop in the central part of the Atlantic on the 31st, New Year's Eve. Turns very wet and windy, stormy conditions sweeping in across the country once again. And that's the chart that greets us for 2015, very unsettled for the 1st of January. Lots of wet and windy conditions as well, and that goes on through into the first days of the new year, albeit turning rather colder actually then as we get through towards the 4th, 5th. Things do start to cool off. So overall, this run is a continuation of the trend really. It's a very unsettled run, to be honest, with lots of bouts of rain coming in, quite strong winds as well at times, and not overly cold. There's some coolish weather in there around Christmas into New Year. The most interesting point obviously is that middle part of December, when we find those easterly winds coming in just for a few days. We get the bitterly cold easterly wind. It would be cold enough to bring snow, but it doesn't last, just lasts 2 or 3 days, and then it's gone, and we're back to the westerly. So I suppose going in the right direction if you want it cold, because we haven't had any updates so far that's really brought in a proper easterly, so this is the first one, so in that respect going in the right direction. But overall, it is a continuation of the trend, unsettled for mid to late December with bouts of rain and not overly cold. Strong winds at times as well too. We'll do another update probably Tuesday or Wednesday, not sure which will be, but keep an eye on my Twitter feed and I'll keep you updated. That's it for now, and thanks for watching.